I know it's so confusing, but that's like the medical model. When you are billing the medical insurance providers for your services, you have to obey by their codes that they use. But there's other ways to be, to work in the fields and not have to deal with the medical providers. Like, for instance, somebody else left a comment like, hey, or you could just work in the school districts and not have to worry about billing insurance, which is true. You can totally work in the school districts because due to FAPE, school has to pay for the services. So you can be like a school-based BCBA, or you can have your own company that does consulting for the schools and you get paid an hourly rate, or then you sign a contract and you have your RBT there and you're not technically school staff because you're consulting, so you're an outside provider, but the school is paying you versus the medical insurance providers paying you. And then it's like, okay, it confuses me. Why is it agreed to work for free? It's not technically, I guess it's like working for free because some companies actually have you document every single 40 hours, every minute that accumulates to the 40 hours, right? And then there's other companies like, yo, your billable is 28. So as long as you make the 28, I don't care what the heck you do with that. As long as you have 28, you made your 28. You don't have to work the rest of the week. But then, like I said, depending on the treatment plans, because treatment plans are due every 6 months. So if you have 4 kids at the same time that came in at the same all together, and everyone's treatment plan is due within that same month that's a lot of indirect. So you want to be proactive in getting those assessments and reevaluations done so that you're not working 60-hour weeks. But also too, you guys need to be in control of work-life balance. Like if you work in a clinic and the clinic's open 9 to 3 or whatever the 40 hours is, then that's your 9 to 3 time. Like, you do not work overtime after that because you're not getting paid for it. And as somebody that is salaried, salary does not mean slavery. Salary means like a 40-hour role. And yes, there's going to be times where you're not working exactly 40 hours because you have everything updated, but there are definitely going to be times where you're reaching that 40-hour mark of work, whether it's direct or indirect. Well, it's definitely not going to be direct, but like that indirect time with the direct. That's why it's important to be able to understand how billing works and the codes, and it's very confusing. But like, that's another reason why I'm not too crazy about the medical model, because it is mad confusing, and then you have to do this and then you have to do that, and like we bill in 15 minutes. So like, there is a lot of flexibility, but also depending on the environment that you're working in. Like some companies, like someone else said, some companies pay for indirect time, which is the company is providing the hourly rate, and maybe it's a cheaper hourly rate, or some companies pay your regular hourly rate for all the time and work that you actually do. And I remember one of my BCBs, she was like, I would never work a salary position. Nope, I work hourly, so this is my hourly rate and this is what I'm doing. So whatever work that I'm doing, I'm getting paid for it. And I respect it, especially now being in the field for as long as I'm hourly, I'm a consultant, we'll do 1099s. Thank you very much over here.